I started this project off on a 10-inch round canvas, base coating it with 2 layers of a latex paint to create a nice smooth base coat. And for those who are curious, this is Valspar Garden Spot for the exact color. Sometimes I can get away with only 1 coat, but I did 2 just to keep it really smooth. For getting the outlines on my canvases lately, I've been doing this newer method of tracing it onto this tracing paper and then using a ball stylus tool to transfer it to the canvas. I know the concept isn't new, but it's just a newer way that I've been doing things. Usually I would freehand it, but I'm not great with keeping the proportions correct, so this just helps me practice that a little bit more. After the outline is on there, I go in with my white base coat. I use just whatever cheap acrylic is out there. Honestly, I don't really care that much. And for this one in particular, I did 2 base coats of the white before starting with the color. Bringing back the iPad, I traced in the inlines, which is what I'm calling the details that are inside the basic outline of the character, so that I can get those color blocks really precise. Using that ball stylus again to transfer the inlines on there so I can start with the color block. Starting with a nice dark brown for the shoes, hat, and the burgers on the plate that he's holding. I did 3 coats total of each of those to ensure maximum coverage. But on top of that, we have a nice orange-brown for the pants and the buns of the burger with 3 coats, more white for his shirt and the plate, and some green, red, and yellow for the burger toppings. I did about 2 coats of each of those, and finished off with 2 coats of red for his tie. I was satisfied with this skin tone straight out of the bottle initially, but then when it dried, it was a lot yellower than his skin tone in the cartoon, so I had to change it with some pinks and some browns, but in the end, I think that I ended up with something that I like. After adding all this color, I did spray it with a matte top coat just to seal everything in and create a nice smooth surface for me to add these final details. Even though I did trace it off of my iPad to get that precise outline, human error is involved. There are some slips, some bumps, some spills, so there's some slight adjustments to the final product, but using that outline, I am able to fit everything in correctly. Using my iPad for my reference image, I go in for those final outlines and details, adding in the band on his hat and the black on his jacket. When we finish up, the last thing to do is sign it and spray it with my gloss top coat. While I'm finishing up here, let me just tell you about my Etsy shop. It's called LokisCanvas, super easy to find. The same name is on all of my socials. It's kind of funny. I've had some people surprised that my products are actually hand-painted on canvas and not just prints, which is honestly kind of flattering to me. I mean, it shows an ounce of skill on my part, so thank you for that, I suppose. I also try to list things at reasonable prices, mostly just paying me back for supplies, because I do enjoy, like I said, doing the actual paintings, but making a tiny profit is, never a bad thing. So if you would like this 10-inch round canvas painted with Wimpy from the Popeye show in this little cartoon style, then head over to LokisCanvas on Etsy and purchase it. I usually only make 1 of each, but if there is high demand, I will do a custom piece for someone, as some products are slightly more popular than others. Doing the final touches, I just want to add my disclaimer that I obviously do not own this character. It is a fan recreation that I found and decided to paint. So I do not own it, but it was really fun to paint, and I hope that someone can purchase it and enjoy seeing it in their home. And just like that, the final product. Like I said earlier, it will be in my Etsy shop, hopefully on the same day that I post this video. So if it's not available anymore, then you're just a little too late. And if it is, then I need to do better advertising.